to Adam Abdallah so we can get as much into the lunch rush as possible. What's going on, Adam?
We also have to do our list of lists as we are
I know.
84 days away from the start of the NFL season.
Glorious.
So, a quick U.S. Open update. Patrick Cantlay is 5 under. He finished the day at 65. Ludwig Ahlberg is 4 under. Oberg, is 4 under. Matthew Pavon is 3 under. Tony Finau, 2 under. That is your top 4. Scanning, Tommy Fleetwood is 1 under. Bryson is 1 under. Scheffler is 1 over.
Yeah, but he's only played 4 holes.
He's only played 4 holes. Koepka is even. He shot a 70 today. Morikawa shot a 70 today.
Koepka was 3 under for a while, but gave some back.
Jordan Spieth also even through 3.
Rory needs to.
Rory's 2 under.
He needs to buy a yellow diamond for his wife.
The divorce is off, right?
It's off.
Yeah.
So it means he's got to buy some.
You gotta buy something nice.
Got to buy something nice.
That's pretty funny. I like that. Tiger looked like he was laboring, man. He had a birdie to start. It was nice, but then he doesn't look like physically he can get around. It's bad. It's really bad.
How are you feeling after you played yesterday?
My knee did not bother me yesterday, but it hurts today.
Yeah.
Definitely hurts today.
Yeah.
But it's rough to watch Tiger try to get around the course,
Isn't
Peg.
it? I know, it's hard.
And he said he felt good and he was capable of winning. I don't think so. Not from what we saw today. And
do you think Tiger is going to, as he ages, look more and more like his dad?
Oh my gosh. I don't think so.
I mean, he was a big man.
He was, but Tiger is so physically fit still. I mean, he still looks good, but you can tell physically he's not because the way he labors to get around the course. A lot's happened to his leg and his back. I mean, he's had devastating injuries and big time surgeries on his back. And it's like his physique is still impressive, right? Like, I don't know. That's a great question. Not maybe until he's in his like 60s.
I don't know. Well, how old is he?
Tiger's like a year older than me. I think I'll be 48 this year. I think he turns 49. I believe he's a year older.
50
than me.
plays funny games on you.
Oh, scared. Don't tell me that.
Well, look at you. You're in the best shape of your life.
I wouldn't say that, but I take care of myself. I do.
Yeah, I don't know, Peggy, if you were around for Roid Rage, Carmen.
All right. You know what? If
when I first started producing here.
Good times.
Yeah,
Good times.
Roid Rage, Carmen.
It was fun.
He was working nights, so he had the days open. So he would just take creatine, HGH, and lift.
Combustible?
It's true.
Is that the way we would say?
And he would
Combustible?
come in and yell at us young
I would
producers.
never yell at them. They're so funny. They'd make fun of me though. I'd have my protein shake at night. Like I was taking like 180 grams of protein a day.
Oh my
I was a
gosh.
madman. Yeah, I was I wasn't married. I worked nights. I
It
didn't
was
have
affecting
kids.
you.
All I did was lift and take creatine and drink protein. They're right about that.
Oh
And Adam
my
used to
gosh.
stare
It
at
wasn't
me.
like when creatine was like, everybody should take creatine. It's so good for you. It was like, what are you doing, dude?
It was like when everyone knew it was
Yeah.
bad.
Like, what are you doing, man?
I was in good shape then. I was stronger then. I'm probably in better shape now. I'm in better cardiovascular health now. I'm thinner, So I like taking care of myself. I think it's important. I like living, so I want to live. If they tell me you take care of yourself, you're increasing you never know. But everything you read is, hey, you're going to increase your chances. This goes down, that goes down. Everything you do to take care of yourself, keep your heart strong, they say lowers your chance of this disease, that disease. I want to live. I kind of like being here. I'm a little scared of what happens on the other side. I want to stay. I want to stay as long as I can, Peg.
You're afraid it's going to get a little hot?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little scared. I want to live as long as I can, so I'm going to take care of myself as best as I can.
All right.
All right, what else, Adam?
All right. So there's no shortage of off-season NFL programming from the makers of quarterback.
Oh,
Comes
God.
receiver with Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle will be the receivers that are featured on the Netflix show. It debuts July 10th, and they will obviously, the trailer came out today. It's like 3 minutes of, so a lot of on-field stuff, but mostly off-field with their families and all that kind of stuff. Will you watch?
I'll dabble maybe.
Yes.
I like the content because it's football,
Yes.
but it's not as sexy as quarterback,
Oh,
right?
I think it's going to be more interesting in some ways. Like, I think the technical stuff with the quarterback was awesome.
Agreed.
I mean, how Patrick Mahomes prepares.
Agreed.
And in-game, how he handles things, I thought was amazing and interesting.
I said Ayuk. It's Deebo Samuel. My bad.
I think we're going to see the opposite. We're going to see more interesting behind the scenes with these guys. They're the prima donnas of the game.
The wide receivers
it's
kind of
gotta
are.
get interesting and entertaining.
8 episodes?
No, 8's a lot.
8's a lot.
It's a lot. 8 1-hour episodes.
Yeah.
8 hours. That's a lot.
Was that how many there was for quarterback?
Quarterback
I
was
believe
8,
it was. Yeah.
So it's going to be each. How many guys are there? 4?
5.
5.
There's 5.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot, but
I'll dabble. I don't know. We'll see. The Olympics will be going on. I'm not a huge Olympic guy, but the basketball will be fun. I think both the men and women, and so I don't know. I'll dabble
Really?
a little.
Would you have watched the women's basketball at the Olympics?
No, a year 4 years ago. No. And even without her, I'm going to be more interested this year. I'm
Without
more interested
Caitlin
in
Clark?
it. Yeah.
Players. That's the whole point.
Yeah, Carmen.
That was the whole argument.
I feel
What'd
like
you
you're.
say?
I think
The
you're
whole
missing.
argument was
I don't think you're remembering
It's the
correctly.
same
Like we
players
all
as 4
paid
years
attention to
ago.
the team going for gold in the past.
The women?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, it was
100%.
That was the
Yeah.
argument. Is
Super.
why I like Caitlin Clark.
Diana
and all
Taurasi.
It's the same
Yeah.
players.
I don't remember
Yeah.
being involved. Now,
So-
the women's soccer, I don't remember being that into the women's basketball.
We were watching.
The women's hockey.
Here's the issue
I don't
that I
remember.
have with the women's basketball. If I can get this in real quick here, is the problem is. So Christine Brennan reported that she was told that yes, it is a stacked team already. Get it? I get it. It's like the dream team. Okay,
Yeah, they're
So
that good.
Really hard for what was his name? Christian from
Leitner.
Duke, Leitner, to make the dream team when you're stacked. All right, but you always add that one player who's at the end of the bench who. It could be you're rewarding them for a great career or whatever. It's the last player off the bench. And if you can't put that person on the team because of everything that they are bringing to the game right now, I mean,
Would it have been a problem if she never played? I think that was their fear, that they'd get blowback, that she was just riding the bench.
they're going to blow out. They're going to
Everybody,
blow
it sounds
everyone
like.
out.
They're like a minus 2,000 favorite.
She would get playing time.
maybe you're right.
It
Like,
doesn't make
yeah.
any sense. They reward the OGs all the time.
They're kind of
All the
rewarding
time.
Taurasi because of that.
Of course
aren't
they are. And she was the biggest bully that started all this during the women's college basketball tournament.
Really?
Yes, on the alternative channel. She acted like a bully, and just wait till Caitlin Clark comes to the W, man. It's not going to be the same. Ha ha ha. Sits back, folds her arms, and it's all quiet. It's like, what are you doing? You're looking a gift horse in the mouth. Like, what are you doing? Just for
They're
what?
good. It continues to be a very polarizing.
The drama's great
Yeah.
as long
Yeah.
as they can handle it. But what I didn't like, I think ESPN's female basketball analysts who call both NBA and W games are fantastic. I think they have a great group of women basketball
Doris
analysts.
is great.
But no, I'm talking about their studio analysts. What I didn't like is how much they all tried to defend the veterans
Decision?
and the W.
Really?
They all tried to defend them for every issue that has come up, and now it's looking back. At one point, someone's got to stand up and say, listen, we didn't all help the young women who came behind us. We all felt like, oh my God, this is, they're going to take these jobs away from us.
Right.
But at some point, you do realize it, that you do have to help them and lift them up, all right? Someone needs to call them out on that, and someone who is calling their games and not being afraid of getting shut out by them.
Yeah, I do like how much it's helping. Like, people talk about the sport and the game for them. I don't think it's a bad thing, even though it's been
not.
very polarizing.
Yeah.
If you got a thought on it, 312-332-3776. That's the Lunch Rush. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
You're listening to Carmen and Yurko on ESPN Chicago.